Hey guys, welcome back to the vlog. If you guys remember this dealership a couple of vlogs ago, it's open today, so we're gonna see if we can have a shot at reviewing one of the Uruses on the lot. If not, we can just look around and go from there. Alright, so now we're inside the dealership. We've got Bentleys over to the left, Lambos to the right, and some more Bentleys. And for some reason they have valet parking here. I'm guessing that's why these cars are here. But here we've got a Huracan Evo, another one is an Urus, rear wheel drive Spider. Of course this Evo is a Spider, that one's not. Another Huracan Evo Spider, all-wheel drive Huracan. So that's all the Lambos outside. As you can see here, this red doesn't look half bad, but I still like the black and yellow the best. As you can see, it looks like it's registered. So, yeah, there you go. Alright, so now we're inside the dealership. So over here, got accessories, paint color options, rims, and a TV screen. I got this book from a staff member here.
A nice gift.
Indeed. This is a Huracan Evo Spider. That's a regular Huracan Evo. Let's just move over this way. Got another Huracan Evo Spider, this time in green. Yep, Verde Mantis. Another Huracan Evo. And a Lamborghini Urus. It's got the 23-inch rims too. So, fun fact, this Pirelli P0 PZ4 Sport is the only tire that can fit this particular rim size. At least currently. You never know. Michelin might be able to make a Pilot Sport 4S or 4 SUV that could fit this rim size. So, yeah, you never know what the future has to hold. So one thing I just noticed here is that this shirt is just like the one I'm wearing right now. A couple of trophies, Lamborghini Urus diecast model. And this is a Huracan Super Trofeo diecast model. Alright, so the good news, we got into the dealer and were able to take a video. But the bad news is no in-depth review because everyone's busy today. But I totally get it. I'm busy all the time when I'm in school, getting projects done, stuff like that. So I respect it. You've got to respect it. So what I can do is give you a glimpse at some of the cars in here. Can't really see the engine. They left a flap up on the ignition switch. It's always interesting to see. Alright, let's move over to the Bentley side. So here we've got a brand new Continental V8. Here's a Mulsanne. Continental GTC. Ah, rose gold just like an iPhone. Interesting. Continental GT with the W12. Continental GTC. So interestingly enough, It doesn't say W12 anymore. It just says 12 on the intakes right on the side. Interesting. Yeah. Bentayga. And another Bentayga with different exhausts. So I'm wondering if that means one's the V8 and one's the W12. So this is actually the Speed edition of the Bentayga. As you can see inside, looks very much like an Audi. And the back is very luxurious too. So let me guys know what your favorite car is in this particular dealership and why in the comments. So one thing I forgot to mention, that same staff member that gave me the book told me all the Lamborghinis were locked, but not the Bentleys. So I'm just going to give you a closer look up at some of the controls here. Here's the infamous B gear shifter. Parking brake, hazard lights. We're also going to turn on the exterior lights. We can only do the parking lights without the ignition key, but that's good enough for me. And that's the start button. You also do have the drive modes: Sport, Bentley, which is the auto mode, Comfort, and Custom, which is individual. So that's cool. Also controls for the convertible top over to the right. Paddle shifters behind the steering wheel. They feel very nice to the touch. And I would imagine so do the stalks on the side of the steering wheel, the steering column. Another interesting thing to note is that whenever you stop the door, it just stays in place as opposed to having 2 or 3 detents like a normal door. Well, that's the inside and outside of the dealership here. I like it very much. Much more than the Bentley Gold Coast in Chicago. They're actually more welcoming to visitors here, whether or not they're going to buy a car. Whereas Chicago, they're only interested in you if you're looking to buy a car. End of story. So we're just going to hop in the Beamer and head to Mercedes-Benz of Beverly Hills and see if we see anything cool there. Alright, so we're walking towards the Audi dealership now, but right on the side of the road here we've got an S-Class post-facelift. It's a 560. It's dusty as hell, but it still looks very nice. And up ahead, someone got themselves pulled over. Up here we've got Midway Car Rental, so this is where you can rent cool cars like this Lamborghini Urus here, Tesla Model X. Model S, Hellcat. I think that's an E43. Nope, E300 Cabrio. Yes, we shall. Run. Run, run, run. Now the question of the day is that Officer Pena? And if so, what kind of ticket is he writing this guy he pulled over? Oh, look at that. There goes a Q3, my future daily driver. But yeah, it's gonna be interesting getting over there.
There's a pedestrian crossing
Great, right by the cop car.
right. Also, part of the auto dealership is on this side,
Interesting. They've got two different campuses.
and that's Audi Sport.
Ah, so that must be the S models that are over there. Well, kinda. They got an S8 over here. Oh, cool beans. Look at this. Someone's putting this up here so that this truck can deliver it to the customer. Wow. Well, I can see the officer over there. Looks like he's calling for backup or something. Maybe he's giving parking citations. That's interesting. I'm guessing it's... Oh, never mind. The driver's in the vehicle. So he is in fact pulled over, or he was illegally parked. Oh, there it is. I know what it is. He's not behind the red line. He's probably thinking we're live PD or something. But no, that is not Officer Pena.
There's also this, and then the sales department is across the street.
That's a Porsche dealership, isn't it?
Well, let's go take a look.
Yeah. Wouldn't hurt to. And just for the sake of this video, I'm going to block it into two different videos because half of it is going to be dealership visits and half of it's going to be actual car spotting. So I don't want this to be an hour-long video. But yeah, they're still over there. And here we've got a 7 Series. With summer tires on it too. Oh, actually it's a 5 Series and it's a hybrid. I got thrown off by that side thing. Alright. Well, catch you guys inside the dealership. Alright, so we're inside this dealership now. Got a Porsche 911 Turbo. Another one. Here's a newer 718 Spider with a manual transmission too. Let's see. This is a Ferrari GTS. It's a Bentley Continental GTC. It's an Audi RS7. Just got to watch my step because these cars are really close together. I would imagine that all of these cars are locked. This here is an F430. This, I believe it's either a California or an F12. There's a 458 Corvette. This is a, let's see what it is. Okay. Pininfarina or Pininfarina? There we go. It's a Rolls-Royce Phantom drop head. It's a Lamborghini Aventador. You left the flap open on that. So this is a Lamborghini Aventador Roadster. There's a McLaren Senna. That's one car I never expected to see here, but it's here. Alrighty. Mercedes AMG SLS. And it's a gullwing too. AMG G63. And back here there are more cars, so it's a GT2 RS. This is a manual transmission 911 Turbo S. It's a Mercedes Maybach up there. It's an old one. It doesn't say what model it is, so it's either a 57, 62, 57S or 62S. But either way, you know, they started at like $500,000 back in the day. Whereas now you can get a Maybach for like 170 grand. Ferrari 599 GTO. Another 911 Turbo S. A big Ferrari logo right there. There's a service elevator, which I would imagine is staff only, so I'm going to stay away from that. Alright, so this is an Aston Martin. I believe it's a Vantage GT. Wow. Maserati Gran Turismo. Let's see, this is either a California or it's an F12.
California T.
All right, thank you. It's California T. It's a 599 GTO. All right, this here. It's a 458. It's a GT3 RS. Another Maserati GT, but it's a coupe instead of a convertible. This here is a McLaren 650S. A couple more Aston Martins. Here's the Bentley Mulsanne from earlier. So this is an older Aston Martin. It's got a manual transmission. And here we have a, I believe it's another GTO. Let's see, another 911 convertible. This one might be a Turbo or Turbo S. Yep, Turbo S. Another 458. And an Aston Martin DBS. All right, 911 Turbo. So let me know what you guys think of this selection. So here's a Lamborghini Gallardo. E-gear transmission. There's a Huracan. And it is all-wheel drive. Here's another 599 GTO. Actually, it's 599 Aperta. One of the last ones. Another look at the Phantom. I think that covers just about every car they have in here. So let me know what you guys think of the selection. I know that there are some older cars, there are some newer cars, and that's because some people prefer older cars. So On to the next one. Well, that right there is the same truck that Audi Q3 got loaded up onto. It's also carrying away a CLA 250. So I'm just making a stop up here because I gotta put more money in the meter for a time extension. So while I'm at it, I'm also gonna take a drink. Gotta beat this California heat. Alright, so I'm not sure what meter it is. I think it's this one. There's only 2, but 3 cars are parked here. Okay, that's their meter. Then this is our meter, so get you guys at the Audi dealer. Alright, so now we got 50 minutes on the meter. But what's really fucked up is how it's 1 hour parking, but yet the meter only gives you 40 minutes per swipe. I sure hope everyone's okay. Oh, there's a motorcycle cop. Well, over there is a pre-facelift AMG S63, and it just found a parking spot or a place to pull over, so just gonna go across this way. That is an AMG C43 Cabriolet. That is an unmarked BHPD 90210. Okay, I think that's a GT3 RS. I know I saw one driving earlier as I was driving up here. Yep, now we're on the opposite side. The dusty S-Class is still up there. Yeah. It honestly deserves a car wash. Even the rims are dirty as hell. Illuminati confirmed. Alrighty. It's a Ferrari California, lady driven. And look at the wrap in the wheels. Yep. Nothing like a Ferrari with the same name as the state. How about that? And there she blows. Yep. Alright, so just taking a peek. It looks like all the parking lights are on. So as you can see here, it's mostly RS5s. Yeah. So this is a sedan, this is a coupe, it's another sedan. There's another RS5 sedan. There's an S6. Actually, no, this is an S8. So I've never seen a new S8 in person before. And there's one here. It's another RS5. It's an Audi R8. All right, and this is the new S7. That's an RS3. It's another S8. Another RS3. Another RS5 sedan. RS3. Another Audi R8. With carbon fiber on the side. And it's a convertible top, too. It's an Audi Q8. So this is the storage garage. You can see some A8s, A7s, Q3s. Very interesting. Here's a quick inside at the S8. Paddles feel nice to the touch. Here's the ignition switch. As you can see, it's got that turn signal animation. If you guys are looking for a full in-depth review of the new A8, I have a video of that from November of 2018. If I remember, I'll link it in the description. Even have carbon fiber on the gear shifter. Parking brake. Option for auto hold. It's also got soft closing doors. Here's an S7 for comparison. Leather on the gear shifter. Battery's dead, so can't show you the lights on this one. But, you know, it's got the headlight switch over here. Obviously, haptic feedback. It only works when the battery is working. Alright, so now we're going to head over to the main campus. And I just spotted a Rolls-Royce Cullinan parked in front of it. Got another emergency. I'm glad people pulled over this time. It makes my blood boil when people don't. AMG GT convertible. And way down there, I didn't get it on video, but that was an S-Class Cabriolet. And here we go. Alright, so it's a Bentley Continental GT and a Ferrari 458 or 488. We got some bad news. This part of the dealership is locked, so we can't go in, but here's another look at the Cullinan, out-of-state plate. Absolutely beautiful interior. But anyway, we're going to head back to the BMW. We're going to go to our final dealership, which is Mercedes-Benz of Beverly Hills. And then I'm going to end this part of the vlog and then start on the car spotting part of the vlog. So it's going to be a really busy day, and it's the kind of busy I want to be. So I'm happy about it. Kind of busy I like. But here's some of the cars here. Q7. A little bit of traffic drama over there. Yeah, it's like, I won't let him have the last honk, so I'm gonna honk my horn for no reason. Because I'm a triggered snowflake. Yeah. Alright, so we're at Mercedes-Benz of Beverly Hills right now. That right there is an S600. It's funny, I don't think I've ever seen a regular S600 in a W222. It's like all I've seen are the Maybach S600s in terms of the V12 models. Well, and the S65, so the S600 completes the collection. But yeah, a lot of E-classes, new C-classes, another E-class, AMG C43, another AMG C43. This is an A-class. That is an AMG GLE 63 Coupe. That's an AMG GT 63S. This car is a supercar killer with its 631 horsepower. This here, I believe it is just an S550 Cabriolet. Well, we found one entrance to the dealership. It's not the front entrance, but it'll do. This here is a previous generation AMG G63. It's a 2017. And it's unlocked too. Wow. Various seat controls. And a very distinct door slam sound. This here's an AMG GLE 43. So I'm guessing this is the pre-owned lot inside the dealership. It's an SL 450. It's a CLS. I think this one is a 550. It's another GLE 43 Coupe. This here is an S550E. Again, another form of the S-Class I haven't really seen in person apart from the auto show, because I did see one there, but you know, this was a limited availability model. So instead of a V8, this has a hybrid V6, also twin turbocharged, but that's where you plug it in, and that's where the gas goes. Very close to each other. And it is rear-wheel drive. And here is a GLC 300. This one has halogen headlights, unlike ours, which has the LEDs. Same year as ours. And now we're going to move on to the main showroom. It's a brand new AMG G63. And it looks like we just go in there. This is chained off. Weird. Here we have a brand new G550 right behind the G63. It's unlocked too, parked on an incline. This is a car I want to review, but, you know, Mercedes-Benz of St. Charles back in Illinois doesn't really get many of these. So, yeah, manual shifting, dynamic select, traction off, low range, so you put it in neutral and then you hit low range, just like any other four-wheel drive vehicle. Diff locks, so central, front, rear. All right. Storage, locking bolts, so if you were changing your rims, you would need that. Brand new S560 Coupe, this one being four-wheel drive with the OLEDs. All right. The seat's forward. Only 46 miles on the clock. This thing is brand spanking new. Steering wheel is very nice. Air suspension, parking cameras, start stop, dynamic select, parking sensors as opposed to parking cameras. This is an exclusive edition. No wonder it's so nice. This is also in burgundy. It's got the crystals and the turn signals. This here is an E-Class coupe. GLS 450. I reviewed one of these. I'm waiting on the 580 now. So doesn't seem like it, but this is a wood steering wheel. And right now I think this has more technology than the S-Class. But that will change once the W223 is out. This is a nice green, I must admit. It's a GLB. That's the Mercedes model I most recently drove and reviewed. CLA 250. Now, of course, the CLA, if it's not four-wheel drive, it's front-wheel drive. There's another S560 Coupe, also four-wheel drive. And it does have a different steering wheel. This one's a wood as opposed to a leather. I kind of prefer the wood. So, air suspension, raise. Very similar to the other S-Class coupe I showed. It's got the Mercedes emblem that lights up when you open the door. It's a GLE. There's an A-Class. SLC 300. It's a Mercedes Maybach S650. I saw a Maybach S560 earlier, and now I'm seeing a 650. Nice. So this is where all the goodies are. We got an AMG GT63 and an AMG GTC. And the best part is it's unlocked. So this is the pre-facelift, but it looks absolutely phenomenal. inside and out. There's the auxiliary ignition, which is how I would start the car if I owned one of these. It's just personal preference. I'll come back to the other two cars up here in a bit. But here's another AMG GT sedan. And another one is a GLE 63. This one is the GT63S. So this one has the full kill, 630 horsepower. And it's got the touch controls on the steering wheel too, so you can change what you see or what you want to select. And then that's the those are the buttons to select. So interestingly enough, you can change the drive modes with either this toggle or the one on the steering wheel, like a Porsche. And then you push that, and it goes right back to individual. Same gear shifter as the regular GT. This one's a GT53. It does still have the touch controls on the steering wheel. And then over on the corner here, got a E63 wagon. C63 Cabrio. And here we have another GT63S. There's a new GT. Right here we've got an AMG S63 Cabriolet. So this model here is the AMG GTC Cabriolet post facelift. This one's also unlocked. Not going to sit in it, but it's got the same touch controls here, much like the GT sedan I just showed. The start button still lights up in red, but it's been relocated. And also, there is still an auxiliary ignition. So I'm glad they kept that, so that people can opt to start the car with the key instead of the button if they felt like it. And over here, this is a brand new, let's see, it's an AMG GT. Yep, standard GT. It is a roadster. And it's very similar to the other one I just showed, just different paint color, detuned. I was hoping I would see a GTR, but I am pretty impressed with what I am seeing already. This is another GT63S. What's interesting is they're all unlocked. So now let's head back towards the Maybach. So as you can see here, it's got the Goodyear Eagle Sport tires on it. Look at how nice it is in here. Now I did review the 2016 Mercedes Maybach S600 already. However, it wasn't necessarily a full in-depth review by any means. I was a little rushed. because I didn't want the management yelling at Andrew. Wireless charging, hydraulic suspension instead of air. So interestingly enough, they've even made the hood latch soft so you don't feel the clunk when you pull on it. And there's the V12. So, unlike the previous model, which was the Mercedes-Maybach S600, the facelift has the same amount of power as the S65, but it's not as fast because it's heavier. And now the V12 is exclusively for this car. It's got huge rear doors, and MSRP is at $206,000. This one in particular, $231,000.
The market adjustment is because it's in such demand.
Yeah. It's got the pillows back here. You can also fold this entire piece down. There are the cup holders. And then knob to have more controls there. And then back there's the fridge. Not going to open it, however. Don't want to mess around too much. See, that's the beauty of an S-Class in general. You can close the doors softly and they will pull themselves in. One last thing before I end this video is that this particular car is an AMG GLC 43. This is the next Mercedes I want to do a test drive and in-depth review of. So hopefully Mercedes-Benz of St. Charles will get some soon. But until next time, smash that thumbs up in the face, subscribe if you're new, turn on post notifications, do what you do best, and peace out until next time. Stay tuned for part 2, which will be uploaded the following day.